What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Just LaFlare. Welcome to the LaFlare Lounge with it. Now, y'all already know we here. I ain't even finna waste no time. We about to review this Drake track that dropped last night. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you're a Drake stan, not a Drake fan, because I feel like a Drake fan is gonna be reasonable. Logic, same thing I would expect. Whether you're a Kendrick Lamar or a stan of either one of these, this might not be the most favorable review. So I think there was some flaws in this record, and I just want to break them down. So let's give it a listen. Heart Part 6. First off, let me say this. I like the name. I like how you cut off Heart series. Same way he tried to do it. He did a time. So I appreciate that. Okay. Uh I also like that Drake, you know, I guess he's trying to die with some dignity. Ain't even gonna lie. Let's go.
All right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My money.
All right. First off, let me say this, Drake. You can't be mad about the accusations that Kendrick is throwing at you when you as well are throwing accusations, nasty accusations around when you also have not provided any proof. No types of proof. How do you know that Dave Free is the father of Kendrick's son? How do you know if he even had any sexual relations with Kendrick's wife? Where do you get that from? How do you know that Kendrick beat on his wife when he came out and said never happened? Like, bring the proof. You can't complain about the proof. You can't be the proof police, but yet you being a dirty cop as well. Doesn't work like that.
Montreal Connect, stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns.
Remember that line. The one you getting your stories from are all clowns.
I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration.
Now, didn't he just say that the ones you getting your information from is all clowns? And then he said that the team sat down for a week and plotted the information that they gave to you. So you called yourself a clown. It ain't like the world ending flaw, but it just goes to show to me that Drake kind of rushed this song and kind of more emotional triggered. And he was trying to find a way out. We gonna get to all of that, but it just didn't make a lot. It was a few things that he's saying on here that just not making sense, and I feel like they were a mistake in his record. Let's go.
Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child.
I ain't gonna lie, just that whole part about the accusation and why are you not following this person on Instagram? These sound like this is what they do on Twitter. I think Drake is paying a lot of attention to Twitter. This is what the fan I think he should have left that part to that particular line to the fans, because it's given like, you know, like how the girls got down, how women, have you ever seen a woman investigate a nigga on Instagram? That's exactly what that just was. That's the vibe I got. Like, Drake is doing the bad bitch investigation. First of all, I see you use this Dave Free shit as your what you call it? We'll figure it out. But Dave Free put a heart emoji under a picture of Kendrick's wife and kid. I got 2 kids. If my fiance put up a picture of our kid, her with the kids, and then one of my friends did a heart emoji under it, I wouldn't take offense to that. I don't see an issue with that. I damn sure don't think that means that that's now the father of my children. So like these accusations, just saying, like you're doing the same shit that you're mad at Kendrick about, and that's what I don't like. That's what's not making sense to me. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying?
Let's get to that.
And I also want to say about the whole situation with him saying that he gave Kendrick bad information and stuff. If he did that, I want to say you fumbled the bag, Drake. You fumbled the bag. You if Drake, if you really set Kendrick up like that, right? Because this might be a Twitter narrative that you're working around, which I believe that could be part of it. And I do think that you could have did that. That would have been a genius move. But you were supposed to have the product ready. You were supposed to document you putting all that shit in a briefcase, giving it to your runner who was fake being a double cross, and giving it to Kendrick. You were supposed to record him on the phone with Kendrick, the interaction with Kendrick, and then you were supposed to blast him, and then you were supposed to have the song ready for it. But instead, we got this because it seems like it's just coming off to me like things are being made as it goes, which, like I said, I don't care about niggas lying. Just don't make it blatant. Make a good lie. I'm not saying that that's even a lie. I'm just saying it's questionable. Or you didn't execute it. You missed the opportunity.
Now this Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Drake, molestation ain't never funny. I get it. It is no rules to this shit, but I don't think that I think that it's obvious that you don't really read the room. Like the last song, you said that Kendrick raps like he's trying to free the slaves, and a lot of social media didn't like that. That was one of the things in your review where people were like, I don't know about that one, Drake. Then on top of that, Kendrick used that line to flip and make you a slave master, a Canadian biracial slave master, mole in the culture. That's what basically he said. He said, yo, and you used Atlanta the same way that the slave masters used the slaves to build transportation for financial gain. And that's the same thing that you did by using the Atlanta hip hop scene to gain notoriety and maintain your financial stability. Now, I do think Drake also helped out the Atlanta economy as far as rap, but I get what Kendrick did. That was the most important verse out of all of the verses, to be honest with you, that I've heard. Now, what I will say, by you making fun of molestation, you're not helping yourself out. Also, it sounds to me like you know an awful lot about Kendrick's last album, Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper. You a fan, he a fan. I don't know. Maybe he didn't like it. I don't know. But what I will say is that maybe your comprehension is a little off, because even in the song, he never said that he was molested. He said his mother was molested and she had some trauma, and a situation happened where she thought that he may have been molested because of her past trauma. And he said he wasn't molested. He said he told her, no, I don't know what you're talking about, man. You tripping. I was not touched. I've never been touched. But, that's why I just say, like, I don't mind lying. Just don't make it so easily debunked. Like, make the lie good. That wasn't a good lie. Like, it just sounds like you're pulling straws out your ass at this point.
The whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive. They acting like aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing.
That was the first waving of the white flag.
Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting.
Shout out to my homeboy. That line. Nigga hit me in the chat with, oh my God. That shit was cool.
I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson.
If I was fucking underage girls, I would arrest too for the shit you're suggesting. R. Kelly, arguably one of the most famous artists of his generation, and for 30 years doing inappropriate things. I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm saying that's a terrible explanation to get out of the allegation. That's why I think should be explaining yourself like this. Kendrick just said basically like people ain't stupid. I know nobody but saying continue to go on make a two-step diss track. You're sitting here saying you're too famous for the allegation. Epstein, too famous for the allegation? Got a whole island. Was Diddy too famous? Because he allegedly was doing what he was doing, and it's been 30 years. I'm 33 right now. Diddy been allegedly having questionable behavior for 30-something years. We're going to see. So you're never too big to be doing that. But I don't think you are. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt for sure. I just don't like the explanation. I think you stop explaining.
Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned it A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and
Cool little flip. Cool flip, but I still like the A minor part. That was a good flip.
do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I'd never look twice at no teenager.
Oh, Drake, 31. Probably say hanging around because I think at one point maybe she was on tour with him or something to that nature. So I wouldn't say that's hanging, that's business. But then he like her +1 to and talking about text, they miss each other, things of that nature. So the internet did what they did with that. And I just think that was a mistake as well because Kendrick never said that you touched Millie Bobby Brown. So that was kind of weird. It's like he said, yo, you're a pedophile. And then you said, I wasn't touching Millie Bobby Brown. No, you're a pedophile. I wasn't touching Millie Bobby Brown. See how that comes off?
I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later.
Waving of the white flag number 2. Nigga said, I don't care how many records you drop. I'll see you later. I'm gonna tell you what he doing. Drake is like trying to bow out. He doesn't really want any smoke, but he also doesn't want it to look like he lost. So he's trying to just like back out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Or like he's trying to like when you eat at somebody else's house and like they just sneakily fold the paper plate, put it in the trash can, upside down, things of that nature. That's what Drake. He's trying to be slick. I'm just trying to be slick, and I'm just trying to get out of this. But nigga, I read right through this. Waving the white flag. Cut it out.
Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker, I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand.
I like that. I like that. I wish he would expound it. Actually, I wish he would expound it a little bit more, or just tried to play him. I thought that was a good angle. Even though I would say I gotta really go back and look. But I do remember that Spotify, I think it was Spotify, was taking out artists that had like domestic violence, and, you know, just any type of sexual type of allegations, and it was to their own discretion. And R. Kelly was one of those people. I think it was Kodak Black. There was a few more people. My thing, I think, you know, a lot of people didn't fuck with that, and they're saying that's because it was only kind of geared toward black artists. It wasn't for anybody else. Like if you do that, then it's a dicey game. Then you need to go back and all the people in the 70s, the 80s, you need to take their music down too. So that became a slippery slope. Now I think it was more so about that, but R. Kelly falls under the line of that. And I'm not sure if he said that about like if he specifically mentioned R. Kelly or not, but I do think that was a good angle. I like it.
Why these people praise you, sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor.
Trying to cloud off promo.
I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor.
Another flag.
And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working.
Yeah. Yeah, you did not look at this shit like it was exercise. Stop trying to downplay the beef. You did not take it as serious as you were supposed to. I'll say that. But that's the reason why you're in the position that you're in. You sound defeated. You sound deflated. You sound like you're exhausted, like as if you didn't used every avenue. This is the first time you ever addressed Kendrick and only Kendrick in the song, and it's no coincidence to me that this is the weakest song that you have made throughout the whole beef. I think you've been trying to avoid Kendrick, but still put something out, and you said some good things. But I think that you've expanded all of your research. Anything else that you could say has been said. While Kendrick is just coming from every angle. That's probably why I would say that maybe the Beat the Gram verse to the daughter, which would be crazy, which would be crazy if you did bait him. I give you that. I just think you didn't capitalize right. But that's why I think that, okay, that could be some points deducted for that. But then Kendrick turned around and made the next day and made the hottest song with whole new angles. So for me, it kind of didn't really do too much.
You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but
now all of a sudden he's the facts police. Now we're the facts police. Now he's not a worthy opponent because he's lying. As if you're not lying either.
It is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you.
Now, at first you just said, y'all niggas is saying, you begged him to come out and play. You told him to come out and play. You thought that he wasn't working. You said your main critique, you and Cole, your main critique was that Kendrick don't make music. He don't put out enough music. Then, because he's dissing you and he's stumping on your grave, all of a sudden now he's making too much. Now he's making too many diss songs. Now you're the diss police too. So not only are you the fact police, now you're the federal agent of diss track. Hold on, you're doing too much. It's a monopoly on disses. Cut it out, man. Cut it out, Drake. It's because he's beating you. That's why it's too much. Because if he put when Joe Budden was putting out all them disses and you felt like they weren't landing, that's what you was encouraging him to keep making more music. Now you're saying you're doing too much, and now you're trying to back out of it and whatnot. Come on, bro.
Bring you back to the game, like, you know, but just let me know when we get into the facts. Everything in my shit is facts.
Prove it.
I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
All right, man. There we have it. I just think overall, this man sounds like a defeated artist. I didn't think that he didn't speculate that this was going to take this amount of his time. He didn't speculate that the fans would be, you know, switching on him. He would be the meme. He's never seen this side. Well, he's seen it. Actually, he has seen it with Pusha T. He did the same mistake twice. Not taking it serious. He didn't take Pusha T serious. Remember, he sent him an invoice and shit after the diss. Ha, 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 ha. It's all fun and games until you get in your fucking head bust. And then when he got his head bust, he's a little, listen, I look at it like this. I look at it like this. I look at it like when Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, he hit him with a left hook, punched his ass to the floor. Drake got up woozy and dizzy, and that's what he sounds like on this song, woozy and dizzy. I just don't like the energy. I don't like the performance. He has some bright spots. Drake can always rap. I need the music to be better. Like, even if he was going to take the angles, the song could have been executed better. That's the main thing I'm looking for, is the way the music sounds, right? You could say the same thing over and over again, but yet say it differently. I think he fumbled, and I think that he was being hypocritical. You know, I think both of these gentlemen are lying, and I think that they should just leave it at this. I think Kendrick won. Drake obviously wants to bow out. He said he want to go on vacation. He's been trying to get out of the song since the Family Matters joint. He said he going on vacation. He's trying to get out of here. Let him go. Don't over celebrate. You don't want to end up waking your opponent up. Don't keep poking. So I think that might be the end of this battle, man. And y'all let me know what y'all think down below. How do y'all feel about it? Let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. Be out, baby.